Hello my Owlettes, how are you guys doing today? I'm gonna see if I can adjust this camera just a little bit. Oh, sorry. Just to get everything into the picture. Today in the Mrs. Claus video series we are going to be making our charm. And you guys are probably already ahead of the game. I've been seeing everybody's journals online and everything is just looking so festive and whimsical. I just love it. So I wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit what I plan on using and my idea behind my charm this year. So look at this tray I picked up. Oh, I meant to take the price off. It was 25 cents. It's 25 cents at our local thrift store. So I'll have to take that off here in just a minute. But this is, I just pulled together some of the things that I planned on using. For the clasp, I'm going to be doing this. I actually have seen these for a while, but I never thought about using them as a charm holder. And I saw Thrifty Day had one on there, and it's perfect. It's got those little alligator teeth on it to really clasp onto your journal. And then I put a binding ring on mine because I'm going to be adding charms to adding things to this. And I'll tell you what my theory, what my idea is behind having this particular ring on there to hold. I have a feeling I'm going to have lots of little things that I want to be putting on there. At least that's what I'm visualizing. And then I picked up a few things. These are little ornaments. This came in the kit because I definitely want to add a little mouse. I picked this thing up. It's an ornament from Dollar General, I think. Gosh, it must have been the end of October. And I love this. And I know that with my theme, it's kind of like the red and green, but you know, I do all the colors. I don't hold back on anything. I had a little bit of this twine left, ribbon left, so I thought, and it's pretty sturdy, so this is what I'm going to be using today to hold my charms. And then I just put these in here because I was looking at my little doodad box, and I was like, oh, I want to add some of these to my, I haven't added those in a while to my journal, so I just kind of put those in there. These are the beads. I'm also wanting to add a couple of gems to the cover of my journal, so I thought we would do that today. And then these are my little tools. So let's hop on it. Oh, and these are buttons. I've had these buttons for years, you guys, and I want to use them in my journal somewhere, so we'll get after that. The other thing I have is, so I'm getting ready to prep making my intro page. The Christmas zine that I published this year, by the way, it's available online. I'll be doing a flip through in another video this week, but it has a Christmas list in here, and so I'm going to actually add, and I've actually shared this before with you guys, so I'm going to put that as a link below to where you can print it out if you would like to. If anything else, it's really cute. Me and Brazos have already started on ours, which is, let's see here, we're creating a journal, but we made our, I don't have it on here, so we wanted to make our own ornaments this year because we're doing kind of like a, you know, vintage Victorian, Little Women slash a Christmas Carol. Really a Christmas Carol. Is like, I have lots of things going on with that this year. So anyway, not that I need a theme, but we did our tree. It looked so cute. We put orange slices on there, and we put, I don't know, it really turned out really cute. We were working on it last night. So anyway, but we're going to be, I've shrunk this down to 50%, and I want to include it in my journal. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys, and then I'm going to be cutting this out. Like I said, I know it's in the zine, but I want to put it in here. And I'm going to cover this up. So I thought either if we get to it today, fine. If not, we'll do another play video because I still want to add my trim and things like that. Okay, so for the charm. Oh, and this I got, which I'm debating whether I should hang it on my friendship pen flag, but I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it there for now and I'll decide. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So this particular one, so I figured it would hang on here. And my idea behind it is like that. My idea behind it is, since I have so many activities, I kind of, yeah, overdid. I don't think I've overdone it. I've just added some activities, some unusual activities that I normally don't do every year. I think that's a good thing. And so I hope to collect trinkets along the way and add them to my charm. That's my goal behind this. But before we get into the charm, actually no, let's do the charm, because like I said, I will get to that if we have time, depending on how long it takes to make the charm. So I'm going to be doing this pretty much the same way as I've done other charms in the past, which is doing the string charms, and then I'm going to be adding different things as I go along. I want to make sure I don't make this too long, just because I'm going to be adding all sorts of things. I really do hope this twine, it seems pretty strong. I'm like, you know, to hold things. So I think it'll be fine. I'm like second guessing myself a little bit on this, kind of going, is it going to be strong enough to hold? Because normally I use hemp, but I had this little bit left and I was like, you know, I should use that. I think I'm going to do like 2 different sizes of charm hanging. So basically what I do is I just fold them in half, and I'm going to be adding it to this ring. So I'm going to go in here and just bring the loop through here, bring the tails, I call these the little tails, and pop them through that circle, and then bring it back up like that. Now what I'm going to do, but at the end of this, is I'm going to be sealing this ring, probably with either maybe some glue and washi tape, because that's one of the reasons I've got away from doing the rings with my journal, with my Christmas journal at least, because it gets so fluffy that it just doesn't, I've had it fall out of the shelf. You know, I used to have all my journals in my the spare bedroom closet, and one fell out and it like just came all to pieces. And it was, luckily I had it tied together because it's so fluffy all the time that that it didn't completely fall apart. So anyway, but that's just the thought that I'm gonna do. Oh, and then I tie it. Did you see that? Let's do the other one since I was talking while we did that one. So I'm gonna make the loop, and then I'm gonna bring the tails through the loop, bring it back up, and then tie a little knot just to hold that into place. So now you will see, oops, that I have my strings. And look how much room that, I mean, I could really make this into a really junky. Actually, I think I'm going to move one to either side of this little hinge. So now I have one on each side of the hinge, like that. Okay, so let's start adding. So I think what I'm going to do first is, let's see if I can slide this in between here. You get a better visual. I think what I'm going to do first is add beads. So I'm going to pick out what beads I want to add on here. And I also have this particular, which I forgot I had this, or else I would have popped a bunch of these beads in to the kits. This is stuff I had from last year. So I'll also have a bunch of little, these, the flat ones I can't really use, but these, all those I can. And I have a ton of them here too as well. But anyway, so I have those also to select from. I also brought in some, and I'm going to use these on the cover too, but these are some very old, these are vintage mother of pearl buttons that I thought I would add to to really keep in that like vintagey Victorian style look as well, to tie in. I know you put in a pink nutcracker. I don't know if that's Victorian or not, but I love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and these pony beads are such great fillers, you guys. If you ever, don't ever second guess looking at pony beads again, because they make great fillers, and they're very colorful. They come, and they're inexpensive, so that's always nice. And then I ordered these. They're little, they're fake bell beads. That's the only way I can describe them, because they're made out of plastic. And at first I was like, okay, these are interesting. But the more I look at them, the more I like them. And I know some of them, oops, I didn't make that quite as tall as I wanted to. Remember the trick, you don't tighten it up until you absolutely, but with this ribbon, it seems like it's a lot more forgiving. But that can be good and bad. Good because you can move your bead around if you tighten it up. Bad, I hope it holds. I didn't even give that a thought process in. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do it twice because, like I said, this is kind of a slicker ribbon. Okay. Oh yeah, that holds it. Perfect. Okay. So you have your start of your first one, and then the second one, it's a very shorty short. So I'm gonna go ahead and I always like to start with the beads in the small beads in the top, so that way it lays better too. Because if you put too many, like if you put this big bead, it's gonna like cause it to kind of lay weird. It won't lay straight down. It'll be like fluffy on one side. Let's see. I don't know if the string's gonna fit through those little, yeah. And usually I have out here, I don't want to use the same color. Usually I have some little seed beads out here as well, because they make great little stoppers. But since I don't, we're just gonna go for the, we're just gonna tie like a little charm at the end of each one. I love these little peppermints. Aren't they so cute? So what the seed bead would do is kind of like create a barrier where, I mean, it would be small enough to where you could put one of these on there. You could tie a knot and it would hold it. Isn't that fun? Look how fun that is, that button. I just strung it through like you would a button. Oh, isn't that cute? Now I'm gonna try to come back here and tie a knot on the back side. This is where these handy dandy tweezers come in too, especially if you have nails. Sometimes it's tricky to get behind things and grab things. So and I want that to hang down just a tad, but not too much. Perfect. Let's do another little knot just to hold it into place. So yeah, so a couple things that I have planned I wanted to share with you guys, just so I can start thinking about, because I do want to make sure that I leave lots of space in my journal for these events. So the first weekend in December, I'm going to my sister's part of town. She always comes over here, you guys. So I'm coming to her side of the world, which she lives about 2.5 hours from me. And so she is going to, they have an event in, excuse me, in where she lives, which is close. Well, it's not where she lives exactly, but it's close to her. It's like 30 minutes from her. In Texas, if you guys are from Texas, you know that it's always like, when you say 30 minutes an hour, that's a normal commute. Anywhere you go, even if you're in town, you know, I'm sure you guys that live in the bigger cities know that, but if you're going from one part of the town to the other, you know that it's just prepare yourself for to travel, you know. So, and we're like, oh, that's not that far, it's only an hour away, and everybody's like, what? So anyway, they have a thing, and I think I got to do my research on it. This is something that I love adding to my journal too, is when I do research on things, is I believe what my sister told me yesterday is that actually Charles Dickens actually came to the city of Llano. I think that's what she told me. I got to do some research on it. Anyway, they have a big, she told me last year or 2 years ago, oh, you need to come out here. It's really cool. And I am like obsessed with A Christmas Carol, right? I always have been for a long time. Because I love that era, right? So anyway, they have they do a whole weekend based on A Christmas Carol. It's called A Dickens Christmas. And you know, there's another town here that does it, which is Galveston, which is close to the beach in Houston. Oh my gosh, it's looking so cute. Oh, let's do a double knot on that Santa. And so yeah, so we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to Atlanta. We're gonna take our mom out. That was kind of our thing. I don't think my mom knows yet, but we're kind of like waiting until like the end. So you can just say, guess what? We're doing this. You want to come? Let's go, Mom. If you're hearing this, that's the plan. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of it. So, but oh my gosh, you guys, she sent me a brochure of all the things they're gonna be doing that weekend. I mean, so. One night, I think Friday night, they have like this dinner. We talked about doing the dinner, but we get, what we like to do is go and get Airbnb, and we craft all weekend. You know, we just play and we just laugh and joke and snack, and no responsibilities, right? We just have fun. And so that's kind of what we want to do. And I think this bead will be okay, not too big. Another charm. Okay, sorry, I had to talk my way through that. So that's part of the plan on that end. And then we're going to, on Saturday, they have a whole thing planned. It's called the Dickens Christmas. Well, we just found out also that Brazos has a performance, and that's 2 hours away. So we're going to go watch the performance. And then we're going to, by the way, these are from Walmart, you guys. And they come in a packet of this. So always look on, I'm sure you guys already know this, but always look on the mini ornament aisle. They may have great little charms. If you're looking for stuff for the trinket swap, I know that there were some thoughts about what do I put? These are great to include in your trinket swaps as well. So anyway, so then we're gonna go get Brazos, come back. And she's going to come with us because on Sunday they have a afternoon tea, my friends. They have afternoon tea, and I think like a little play or something like that. So I am so excited. We bought tickets for that yesterday, and then we're going to do that. So that is like a whole weekend. Can you imagine all the fun I'm going to get to document and put in my journal? And oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, so that's one thing we're doing. And then I did sign up for an event also in Conroe, which is north of Houston, for a granny camp. I know you guys, I've seen it. I saw a lady that lives close to Houston, Conroe area named Ashton. She's on Instagram. Cute, by the way, if you guys want to follow someone new. Oh my goodness, talk about cute. This is cute. Anyway, she went to granny camp, and see how fun? Oh my goodness. I just love it so far. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I'm going to add my little mouse. I'm going to play around with the little mouse. Let's play around together. So anyway, at Granny Camp, I want to finish my story because, you guys, I did get a comment. And if you made the comment, I do appreciate constructive criticism. Someone wrote in one of my comments, please just finish a sentence. And I am so bad about that because my brain is going 100 miles an hour, and I'm crafting and I'm talking and I have all these ideas pop in my head. And so I really am trying to focus on keeping on task and keeping my brain without thinking about other things while I'm crafting with you guys. Because I'm all over the place. And I know it, and I apologize. And if you stick to me with it, I so appreciate it. It's just I have brain fun going on all the time. So, not brain fog, it's brain fun. I'm going to put some extra hot glue on here. But I want to tell you real quick about Granny Camp because it is really cute. It's a place, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to vlog it. And it has like, hold on, I'm going to concentrate just for a minute while I glue this down so I don't burn myself. But you can, it has all the crafting things right, and it's all set up really cute. And anyway, it's one of the intro things that it's not your typical, what do you call it? Not your typical Hallmark plan or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but it sounds really fun. I'm going to add, I'm going to add me some trim around this edge. Anyway, we're going to go just for it was a little pricey, not going to lie, for Christmas, around Christmas, but I really did want to go check it out. But Brazos and I are going to go over there with my friend Nancy Joe, and we're going to test it out. We're going to try it out. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, so I've got a busy, I didn't want to overly plan things. You know what I'm going to do? I'm reaching back behind me because I've moved my little tray over there. I think I'm going to add a little bit of lace up here because I think that would really hold this. I'm going to cut this. Actually, I'm going to leave it on just so I can kind of move this top around. But I wonder what this 3-in-1 would work better than hot glue for this. Grab permanent, acid-free, crystal clear, more surfaces. Because I'll tell you what, you guys, I used when I was adding that cute, I don't know if y'all watched the bear, I made that bear journal, or bear, the bear planner cover, and I put that cute little patch on. I think I'm going to have to get some E6000 because I put another bear on something else of similar material, and the bear came off. So I'm going to have to get some E6000 for that. Because gluing on plastics is a different ball game. Trim that. Trying to really keep that together. Put that right there. The thing with this cute little, like I said, I would probably need I need to invest in some E6000. I used to have some, but I don't use it very often. One time, I've told this story before, it's a really, I mean, it has lasted me. I've probably had it for 10 years. It's a frame I made, and I glued all these buttons on it. Like I made an image, and it's a heart, but it's like, it used all vintage, like red buttons, and then all white buttons. I think that's what it is, white buttons for the heart. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find it. I always stick it out at Valentine's Day. And I also have a tree I did, which I put out at Christmas. Well, I was in my old house, and my studio was out in the garage, and I did not, I'm bent over my studio table, and I did not ventilate it. Whoa, I was like feeling very woozy at the end. And then I read, please use in a ventilated area. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't do that. Okay, let's add a little bit of this trim just to add some color to the top there. And I think this is going to definitely hold that piece in. If not, we'll get after it again with some glue. you could put like little pom-poms. Like I said, I think with that, I really probably should go a little bigger, stronger glue. Trim it. Okay, and then of course, we have to finish off with something in the middle. Right? Let's find a bow or something. If I fall out of my chair, y'all just laugh, please, because that would be just terribly funny, but painful at the same time. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. Okay. Let me clean off this tip of this glue. I do have some napkins over here now, and like I guess the last time, getting prepared, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. And then I'm gonna glue this little guy on here, and we're gonna let it sit for a while, just so that glue can dry. And then we'll come back and add it. Squeeze it down there for a little bit. We'll add it to our charm. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, hot glue gun. Let's get that with the hot glue gun. That will make it stick. The only thing with this hot glue gun, I don't want it to melt my tinsel, because it is the heavy duty. Oh, lost a big chunk of glue in the process, but it's bubbling up a little bit. Hopefully it dries pretty clear. Oops. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I can't even hardly see the glue. Okay. I'm gonna let that sit for just a few minutes in my handy dandy 25-cent tray. And then let's add our little, so I'm really, this is where I'm thinking too. See, so this one I can add, I've got my little charm started, and then I can come in here and just add this little mouse at the top. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping I come across a penny machine that you smash, you know. That's what I'm hoping I come across. Isn't that cute, you guys? So that is one idea that I have for adding charms. And then, like I said, I'm gonna continue adding some things on here. Let's go ahead and add something on this one, because this is not laying as flat as I want it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a few more of these pony beads and a little, I think I want to add either that disco ball I see, or I love this. I love these little candies. Fit this through there. Come on, where are you? Oh, I see it peeking out. There you go. So cute. Because see, if I had a seed bead, that would be perfect to slide on there, and then it would be like, but I'm going to bring this down just a tad, and we're going to add this sparkly, shiny disco ball bead. As you can tell, if you see my fingers up close, you can see I have glue all over them. But we're playing, you guys. It's gonna, you get messy when you play. So let's see how that's gonna hang. Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna do a double knot on this. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's turning out so cute. Okay, so I'm good with this. Let's see if our I'm gonna hang him right here. Our nutcracker. Still seems a little moist in there. I'm going to trim off that glue just a little bit that I pulled. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it still feels wet, but it's okay. It'll dry. So I'm going to cut this off. And I'm going to, whoops, string. Get my tweezers out because see if I can get it through the hole there. Pull it through. Oops. And I'm going to tie a knot. This charm is definitely chunking up. Whoops. All the glue on my finger keeps getting like, it makes my fingers feel so weird. Can't grasp it. Okay, I want to do one more knot just for good measure. 3 knots should hold this in place. Perfect. Whoops, maybe. There we go. Okay, let's get our journal out. Oh my goodness. It's a little off right now, but you guys, I'm going to be adding things to here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and, it's like I could add, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and add this on here. I may take it off, take it off, oops. Why do I have glue all over my... I may take it off as I get a little, maybe, that's what the joy is. Let's open this up. Oh, slip it on. Perfect. But I need something to measure off that chunkiness onto that one side. So I needed something to add, but I really like the way it is. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, let me get my journal out. All this pink means I need to add more pink to my journal cover, don't y'all think? Okay, let's see what it looks like. You know what, I may have to, how cute that is. We're gonna have to regroup. No, I need to bring that up a little bit more. He's gonna need to be a standalone because he hangs too long for me. So we are gonna fix it right here, right now. I'm gonna let's see here. With this string, it seems like it is pretty unforgiving. If not, I'm going to cut it. Oops. Okay, we're gonna have to cut it. It's okay. We're not freaking out. This is part of crafting. Sometimes you have to make adjustments as you go along because something doesn't work the first time. Okay. Cut that off. I did not like the way it hung. I've made many charms like that before where it's hung. I just love this. Sorry, I just keep obsessing over my nutcracker. But I've made it where it has grown beyond, and it just doesn't ever. It drives me crazy, to be honest with you. Okay, so in order to have this hang, we're gonna have to find some string. Let's see what we got over here. And this is where you get, you pick whatever you find on your craft table. And I'm gonna just use this, I guess. I mean, I could go find my string. I could do that. I have plenty of string somewhere. It's over there on that other table, way on the other side of the craft room, but I'm not gonna go get it. I'm gonna just see what this looks like. And I think this will be just fine. It'll add a little bit of whimsy and fluff, and I think it'll be cute. Okay. So let's regroup on this. That's a good, I'm learning a lesson as I go here. this hangs down like that, right? Right, so cute. And I didn't like that it, so we're gonna have to really bring this up. Like, so, you know what would be really cute is if I made this into like a bow at the very top here. It actually kind of goes with everything too. Because I do want it to hang down a little bit, but not where it was. And I knew that because I've done that with other charms. And this stuff, wow, you don't have to worry about it coming undone. I love that. Okay, let's see what it looks like, you guys. Trim it. What do you think? Oh, there we go. That's better. And it adds a bit of whimsy to it. Cut that up. It add a bit of whimsy. Actually, I'm going to be flipping this upside regular. This is going to be flip. I don't know why I did that with you guys. I turned it over because it's going to be, I'm going to be flipping the camera over like this. So I love it. I'm much more happy. This thing needs to go on that other side, but we'll work with that in a minute. But it leaves me plenty of room to add some more charms down here. And then that's why I got this little ring to add more charms. So, all right, you guys. Well, that is it. And I will come back on another video and add my other ideas that I was thinking about. Oh, see, I was thinking about adding this too. But I'm just going to wait because, like I said, I have lots of things planned this month, December, and I want to be able to create a charm. I love this tray, by the way. There I go, not completing a sentence. I want to I want to create a charm that's also a memory charm. I love doing that. And so that's the plan for this charm. And then on another note, I love this tray. So if you ever go to a thrift store or you see one of these lunch trays, remember these old school lunch trays, grab one. Or you may already have one because I'm definitely keeping this on my space or my scissors, my tools that I use quite frequently, and my glue, and then you can kind of change out things as you need it. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. As always, stay sparkly. Bye-bye.